Okay, so I'm going to talk about why you should join Durianrider's coaching group. I'm in his coaching group, and I'm grateful I got in. I think it's like $200 now to join. Like if you go on Durianrider.com, it's like $200. When I signed up, it was like $20. So, I even now at $200, I would join, and this is why. So I'm at the bike shop, Landry's Bicycles, in Massachusetts. We have like 9 locations, I think. And this is the assembly department, where the central hub of where all the bikes get assembled and distributed to each store. And I'm the supervisor. I started here like 6 years ago. I didn't know how to hold a tool. I didn't know how to work on a bike. I didn't know how to do anything. I was so inexperienced. And it was funny, people apparently didn't believe in me when I first started. I didn't even think that. I looked up to the people when I first started. I was like, oh man, it was a bunch of men, and I looked up to them. I was like, wow, look at these men. They're working on bikes. They're so cool. And little did I know, some of them thought, I didn't have what it takes to become a mechanic, and now I'm a supervisor. And they have reason to believe that because when I first started, I was very shy and introverted, and I also had a bit of an have like an anger issue. So I guess um, that really influenced how they saw me, and I don't blame them. And my boss, he like when I would be upset, he would talk to me so calmly and be like, "Okay, what's going on?" So, and I was like, "Whoa," He didn't judge me. I didn't feel judged. And anyways, so right, so why Durian Riders Coaching Group? Because this bike that I'm working on right now, it's a Madone with rim brakes. And if you watch his YouTube channel, you'll know Durian Rider is not a fan of disc brakes. He's all about the rim brakes. Hashtag save the rim brakes. And I didn't see why, right? From what I know, disc brakes have great stopping power. And I have a mountain bike. I have a Trek Excalibur. And when I hit the brake on that thing, I feel like I'm about to flip over. Just grabbing some water there. And now I'm like I believe 96 kilos. So I want to drop some weight, just because I think losing weight, I'd feel way lighter, I'd work harder, be able to move, and yeah. And I started riding some of these rim brake bikes, and I'm like, I felt way more motivated to ride. I want to do like 100 miles on these bikes. And because of Durianrider talking about it and being on his Facebook coaching group, I would ask him questions. I'd be like, "Hey Durianrider, I found this bike. How much would you pay for it?" And he would tell me, "This is how much you should pay for it." He would talk about why, and I'm like, I see it. And he's also posting on Instagram and stuff, like how disc brakes are fucking up and stuff like that. And yeah. So his coaching group also, you can ask him millions of questions. I ask him anything. I'll ask him from like, "Hey Harley, why is the sky blue?" Right? He won't judge me. He'll give me whatever he can give me, as long as I can give him enough context, enough information, right? Like, oh, I'm also blind, or I'm colorblind, and blah blah blah. And he'll be like, "Okay, so the reason you see the sky is blue is because whatever," right? So I'll ask him like, "Hey Harley, so I've been on your protocols," and then he'll be like, "No, you're not really on my protocols because, right? because I'm trying to lose weight, and he'll be like, if are you going to sleep early, 8 o'clock, right? So no, I'm not doing that. And are you using a bike for transportation? Yeah, I'm doing that. Okay. Are you consuming carbs? Yeah. How's your fat intake? My fat intake is like 0 grams. All right. So he'll tell me, you got to go to sleep, or you need to drink more water, or whatever, or just, be patient. The weight will drop. Something like that. Just ask him. Continuously ask him questions. That's what I do. And I also show an attitude of gratitude and respect to him, right? I want to be at his level, and um, so yeah, I got into this bike shop, right? Because I started riding a bike in 2014. Back then, I didn't know about Durianrider. I wasn't into YouTube, and I just thought, riding a bike, you save money, and it's also you burn fat, and I was just like, it just makes sense. Eventually, I kind of started not. I started to stop writing because I was like, I'm getting tired and stuff like that. And then I found Durianrider, and he was like, do this, do that. And I started listening to him, and I'm like, man, he's right. So then, getting an opportunity to join a Facebook coaching group where you can ask unlimited questions, and he'll respond with a video, he'll respond with, a post, whatever. And, lately I've been asking him about women. I'm asking him, hey, Harley, how do I, how do I, how do I get a girlfriend or something? And, he also posted on his podcast and his YouTube about women. And I'm just like, I have questions about what he's talking about. And lately he's been saying, go to the Philippines, talk to women there, because women in the Western world, or westernized women, they want a more experienced man. And I'm not that experienced. And I wouldn't have any other way. Women can choose who they want to be with, and that's fine. But I can't, you know, I don't know, blame myself. I can't be hard on myself because I can't get a girlfriend here in the U.S. Now, I've definitely been with a few girls, but it only lasted like a few weeks. For me, it's kind of like I get anxiety and it's kind of stressful. I start thinking about, oh, hey, how hard do I have to keep their attention, or what happens if I don't text them for a while? All these things, and I was just like, it was stressful. So I want to go to the Philippines because Durianrider saying, go to the Philippines and meet women there. And it's funny because in the coaching group, right, some people think, oh, Durianrider is just talking about hooking up with a bunch of, women. And yeah, maybe I think Harley probably is saying that. He also says to get a vasectomy. I got a vasectomy. And it's just, everything he says makes sense. So if he says go to the Philippines and get more experience with women there, because the women there are more, they're, I don't know. I don't know if they're easy or what, but for some reason, Harley says to go there, and I'll probably ask Harley why there, why would I have a better chance than, I guess maybe because, I'm an American, and I'm technically rich, and so I don't know, maybe that'll help, but I don't, maybe also Filipino women, they generally are attracted, I guess, also to guys who have, a darker skin color. I don't know. I'm not saying that Western women aren't also attracted to Hispanic guys and whatnot, but over there will probably be easier, right? Because women here usually really like guys 6 feet tall, money, status, power, and that's fine. I would love to build that stuff, and it'll take time, and or maybe it's not something I really want to do. But anyway, that's where I go to Harley coaching group. I'd be like, Harley, what do you think of this? Should I do that? And I just love asking questions. I ask questions every day to my boss here, to friends, family, whatever. The person who I know I can ask the most questions is my boss and Durianrider. I asked them like a lot of questions, and they just keep answering it. And I just want to be like them when I get older, so that when I get people, young kids, adults, whoever, they ask me questions, I can answer them, no judgment. I try to help them, and yeah, and so being in During Rider's coaching group, right? A lot of he talks about eating a lot of carbs, low fat, and I've been doing that. I would say it's been almost 8 months, no, maybe more, maybe almost a year, I think. And I mean, I got to this current weight, right? I used to be pretty thin. Um, but then I was like, oh, I'm thin, so I can eat a lot of Chipotle. I can eat a lot of vegan pizza. I can eat a lot of vegan ice cream, a lot of vegan fatty foods. And I was gaining weight, and I was like, oh, I just need more sugar. And so then I started eating sugar. So the mixture of fat and sugar caused insulin resistance, and that caused weight gain. And so now I'm at 96 kilos. And the thing is, though, I've cut fat like to 0 grams for the past 8 months or a year or whatever. But am I following During Riders protocols, which also involve going to bed early, making sure you're hydrated, riding a bike, exercise or just movement. So I'm working on towards that too, and also eating enough food and all these things. So it's kind of a work, but I feel better than I've ever felt. And I can always ask Harley questions again because I'm in his coaching group. Harley, I feel this way. Am I doing this right? Whatever. And also you get to meet like-minded people. Now, not everyone there is going to be completely, hey, I'm your buddy. Definitely you'll get some people who are like, yo, why do you ask so many questions? But I just ignore them. I'm mainly focused on Durianrider, Harley. I'm in there for him. Now, if I get to meet other people who are like-minded and cool, yeah, that's a plus. But it's not what I'm there for, And I just ignore all the people who you gotta have empathy for them too. It's like, I don't know, maybe they're having a bad day. Maybe they're just bored. Maybe they're taking this the wrong way. I don't know. But I also try to lift them up as well. But anyways, so yeah. And I think that's pretty much all I want to say. Not sure if I'm forgetting anything. But, part of his protocols to also probably like getting enough sun. I live in Massachusetts, so right now it's been gray skies and stuff. And, B12 injections. I was doing that, but I don't think I bought like good B12 because it didn't seem like my levels went up. And, having an attitude of gratitude. That's something I'm always working on. Being grateful, being here at this job, right? How many people get to work somewhere that they love and, work with people who are funny, friendly. And I'm grateful. I have a good life. I've got money. I've got a place to live. I've got a job. I'm decently healthy. And I've got glasses, clothes, all this cool stuff. So, there's people out there who don't have it as good as we have it. And, they don't have enough water to drink, enough food. Their living conditions are poor. So it puts a lot of things into perspective. And anyways, so yeah, I'm just cleaning up this bike. And I actually want to buy it. It's a used bike from a customer. We're having like a consignment sale where they bring in their bikes and we sell it, and it's like a marketplace, and people come all over and find bikes. You might find a gem, and this bike is a gem, and so I cleaned it up, and so I'm gonna try to be at the market first thing in the morning to buy this bike. I don't know if they'll let me hold it or whatever, but yeah, it's a nice bike. So yeah, that's it, and I hope this video was of some value. Please give me feedback. I'm always something I learned here at this company at Landry's Bicycles is just receiving feedback and giving feedback. This is why I also love working at this place. You just grow. You learn skills that people pay for, pay thousands of money to get coached on, and I get to get paid and take those training. So yeah, I love this place. Anyways, that's it.